This is Stooge Club!
Oh, hello there. Yeah, that's right. I'm the Stooge, and you're watching the all-new, all-different Stooge Club! Welcome to the Stooge Revolution. And to kick it all off, folks, we've got a mega pickups episode. We've got WWE toys, we've got DC toys, we've got random other toys, we've got pop vinyl figures, we've got video games, PS4, Xbox, Gamecube. It's all happening here. So let's kick it off like we normally do. You guys ready? Geeks, gamers, sweaties that still live at home in your mom's basements, toy collectors, and WWE aficionados! Strap yourselves in, because here we go. Now, normally we're not going to be shooting in here, we're going to be shooting there. That's the toy room. Wait till you see it when it's set up. It's going to be awesome! And that's a clue to something we have coming up later in the episode too. Let's kick it off with video games though, because that's going to be the easiest thing to get through. First off, for £2, original Xbox, we've got Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Great first-person shooter. If you haven't played it, really worth getting into. And for £2, you cannot miss. I ended up paying £2.50 for GTA San Andreas because the cover's a little bit smashed, and I bought another game with it, so I talked the guy down, and he was happy to give me this for £2.50. I have a spare case for this, so that is fantastic. The game I bought with it is on another console, so we'll get to that later. For £3, I picked up The Suffering for Xbox. Great game. Great game if you haven't played it. It's a first-person shooter with a really good story and a little bit of depth to it. This is just a fun shooter. This is Dark Watch. It's a Western-themed, technology-themed. I don't know. This has got a lot of different themes going on, but it's a fun game. All right, so that's the Xbox games. GameCube, for £8 we picked up Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Oh, by the way, these are all complete. Just a... Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, £8. This is the GameCube exclusive Final Fantasy game. Lots of fun. Tony Hawk 3 for £5. Great game. The soundtrack alone is worth the investment. For £2, we got True Crime Streets of LA. Yeah, this is Streets of LA. There's also Streets of New York. It's a really fun game. You've got RPG mechanics, you've got GTA mechanics, there's shooting, there's driving. You kind of know what type of game it is, but it's a good game. This is the other game I bought. I paid £10 for this because it's just not the most common game, not that easy to find. It's Pitfall, The Lost Expedition. The cool thing about this, though, is, if you can see it, bonus Pitfall 1 and 2. So you can play the original Atari Pitfalls on that. For another £2.50, I got Enter the Matrix. This is just a fun game. It's not the best game. It's got a lot of bugs. It's got a lot of problems. We know that there was a whole lot of development issues. It was rushed. It was so on and so on and so on. But still fun. And 2 for £20. 2 PS4 games. We got Ukulele, which I've been meaning to check out for a while. Funnily enough, these are both published by Team 17, which is kind of weird. Your 3D platformer. People say it's Banjo-Kazooie style. I can see that with the collectibles and the two characters, but to me it feels a little bit more like the Spyro-ish games. 3D platformer. Really fun though. This one though is a real surprise. It's Yoku's Island Express. Now I'm going to do some gameplay on this at some point soon. Hopefully it doesn't get claimed. This is a pinball platformer. See if you can see that, hopefully. It's in focus. So basically, you got this little bug, and you're pushing around the pinball until you get to a flipper, and then you can, depending on what side you flip it, left or right. There's sections of it that are all pinball that you've got to sort of get to the next area that you can push the bug along. There's nothing like it. There's no way to compare it to something else because there's really nothing like it. It is a platformer. There's the usual, like, go deliver this to this person, but you've got to pinball your way to there. Interesting game. Interesting game. All right, let's do some charity shop stuff. Okay, so this was £1.50. Couldn't leave him behind. We got the Jurassic World official T-Rexy plushie dude. This I paid, I think, 50p for. I'm not a real big CD guy, because you can find most of the stuff you want to listen to online on YouTube or whatever, but I had to have this because not only is it Muppets, but track 20, hopefully you can see it. It's the Muppets Barbershop Quartet singing Smells Like Teen Spirit. And if you're my age in the 90s, that means something to you. We picked up for £2. This is season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation. It's the big box setty one. I like these ones. I've got 1 and 3 of this. I've got 1 to 4, I think, of Voyager in that style as well. These are 50p each. We got a Nolan style Batman, bendy, rubbery, animated style Batman, and was this Spider-Man Beyond? It was that 2099 Future-esque series. This was a $5, and I'm missing some of the figures that came with it because they're in the bottom of the bag, and I'll be honest, I just can't get to it. So this is Dino Valley. Now, is this Shashin or Chapmay or Leonard or HK Designs, or basically all the same thing. This is a knockoff. So you would think, being Dino Valley, and I've got some other Dino Valley knockoff stuff as well. It's a knockoff Jurassic Park line using their old molds from the knockoff G.I. Joe line they used to make called Hardcore. So you can put these in with G.I. Joes because they scale to the right size. Very cool. So that and all of these guys plus a few more that are missing from here are £5. So we got a Ninja Storm, I think he is, Green Ranger, Blue Ranger, not sure which series this is from, Black Ranger, or is he a Beetleborg or something possibly? Another one of him that's a lot tighter. This is from the Dino Valley line. He's a safari dude. This is from the Dino Valley line as well. So you can see they're knockoff G.I. Joes. You can see by there. They've been doing this for a long time. This is another one from that line. They did like a whole... Dino Valley was one line, Hardcore was another line, then they did like a whole lot of different military lines, but they were all the same figures. This is another one from, I think this is from the Safari set or Dino Valley. This dude I know is from Dino Valley because I've actually got his set. He's the underwater guy. And we got, this has to be a Burger King. No, McDonald's. Little McDonald's 2011 R2-D2. So that's pretty cool. Let's get those guys out of the way. Buy one, get one free on pop figures. I'm not a big pop figures guy. The cold, dead shark eyes really put me off. So I only get ones that I absolutely have to have because I love the character that much. Or characters that wear masks. Like my favorite pop figure is my Scarlet Spider because where's the mask? But this was buy one, get one free. The most expensive one was this one. It was $14.95. It's the 8-bit Xenomorph. He has no eyes, so thus acceptable. And your first transformation from Altered Beast, the werewolf. And he's got gold eyes, so that's acceptable. The artwork on the back of that is awesome. I kind of dig the artwork on the back of that, but the artwork on the back of this, that Altered Beast, 1980s arcade Sega marquee artwork, phenomenal. And I think that was actually the cover for the Mega Drive version as well. Phenomenal. And I'm a big fan of Altered Beast. Anyone who says that it's a crap game, you suck. Altered Beast is awesome. Now, you may have seen, we opened up a bunch of these. I bought 19 more packs. So the WWE, Tops WWE Champions, we're going to be unboxing them soon. This is a really cool card set. It's a really cool card set. And hopefully we get a rare in one of these. Should we stick with the theme? Since we started with WWE, let's stick with the theme. So I went downtown. Where's the other one? Where are you hiding? There you go. Went downtown. There's discount stores here everywhere, and they sell toys, right? It's really, really weird. It's completely different. Like, yeah. Anyway, so went to another version of my local discount store just downtown. They had put out a whole lot of new WWE figures, so I picked up a few. These are $7.99. Now, if you go to The Entertainer, which is the toy shop brand, which we'll be getting to shortly, they put their WWE figures, their Elites, out for $23, and then slowly reduce them over like 2 months to a point where they're reasonable. Everywhere else, or the other places I go, they're either $9.99 or $7.99. So these three were $7.99. We got Chad Gable. So this is the NXT tag team version of him. And Miss Elizabeth. The Elite Miss Elizabeth was in this packaging. It's really weird. Like, they get weird versions as well. Like, what series of Elites is this? There's no series number on it anywhere. We get weird stuff over here in different packaging and stuff. But that's the NXT Tag Team Champion Chad Gable. Of course, Jason Jordan, so we can have both American Alpha. Again, $7.99. I'm going to pass it up. And you can see the Miss Elizabeth Forever. It was there for $7.99. But in this packaging, it's supposed to be in that different packaging. Like, yeah, and I've seen it in the proper packaging. And Seth Rollins with the WWE Championship. So, and again, what Elite series is this? Nowhere on this indicates any series number. The packaging's strange. Like, let me see if I've got a... Yeah, okay. So next one up is a normal Elite that we can compare it to. And another one. So, do you see what I mean? Like, the packaging's just a little weird. There's stuff's missing off it. It doesn't look right. But it's the right figure. Seth Rollins. So, this is the packaging that the Miss Elizabeth should be in. So I got this one for $9.99 from another discount shop. One that I've had my eye on for a little while. And I'm like, if it's still there next time I go, fine, I'll grab it. It's the Magnum TA. So you see this gold sort of labeling and packaging. This is what the Miss Elizabeth is in, but it's a little bit, the box is actually even a little bit different. Now, something else again. Series number's missing. What series is this from? Where is the Elite series number? It should be right here. And it's missing from the box. It's not on the back of the box, it's not on the side of the box. It'll be easy enough to look up. It's the one with Undertaker and Jericho, Kamala and Shawn Michaels classics. But, yeah, it's just weird. Very strange. But this is a very cool Magnum TA. Now, this is the new Elites, and you'll see the boxes and stuff and where the numbers, where they're supposed to be. This one came into the Entertainer last week. They wanted $23. It was actually already on sale for $15.99. This is a week later. But somebody had mistagged it for $9.95. So I took it up to the counter and scanned it 16, and I'm like, no, it's 10. And just held a $10 note there. She went and had a look, came back, and was like, fine. So the only version of Mick Foley I'm missing, Dude Love. So now I have all four faces of Foley. I have a Cactus Jack Elite, have a Mankind Elite, and I've got an old Mick Foley figure. So we're going to put them all together. That's very cool. Now, here, that's a series, 62. That's Now this is a new packaging, which this is kind of that style of packaging, not the old Elite style, but it's different. It's really weird what they do with toys here. Really strange, the UK releases, but this is just the regular Dude Love Elite. Unfortunately, it is the tribal print. It's not the fixed one, but whatever. It's still Dude Love. Yep. Okay, so last three things. One more WWE thing. Now, I don't normally buy basics because they look like garbage. The face scans are garbage. The molds are garbage. They're about as posable as a broken arm. They're just terrible. They're terrible, terrible, terrible toys. But I had to get this one because I've seen this before. I was like, that's really cute. It's really funny. I kind of want it. So for $12.99, I got the Maurice and Miz Battle Pack. It's the one where they're dressed like Cena and Nikki Bella, but it's Miz and Maurice. And the face scan on Miz, hopefully you can see that, is actually really, really good. So, yeah. Maurice, not so much. She doesn't look great, but the Miz looks great. And it's just so funny. That was like a very cool little thing that they did. So, yeah, last two things. And these were both on sale as well. So this one you will see a price on, and it's scanned up for £1. So chick at the counter said, well, I guess you get it for £1. Thank you. It's the DC Icons Terry Dodson Raven. It's on sale for £4, from $6.99 to £4. And yeah, it's scanned up at £1. So I'll take another DC Icon for £1. And speaking of DC toys, now this is something I've had my eye on for quite a while. I actually cracked and bought one of the figures in here, but I think this is a different version of it. It was just too expensive. The first time I saw it, it was $29.95. No, $39.95. And I was like, oh, hell no. Even though it's worth it, I was still like, no. Then it went down to $29.95, and I was like, nah, we're going to do better than that. Then it went to $24.95, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait one more cycle. One more cycle of them moving toys in and out and see what happens. It was worth the wait because they put it out for clearance at $14.95. It's the New Adventures of Batman Girls box. This is really cool. You've got Batgirl, Supergirl, Livewire, Poison Ivy, and Harlequin in that old school DC Batman, very cool animated style. I've wanted this box for nearly a year. And I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and it was worth it in the end because we paid less than half of the starting price. So there's a lesson for you folks. Sometimes if you delay gratification, the payoff is worth it. And that's all we have for this episode. Hope you're enjoying the all-new, all-different Stooge Club. You're going to be seeing a lot more of this mug. Sorry, I guess. Until next time, I've been your host, the Stooge. Let me know what you think of the stuff I picked up. Let me know what you've been picking up in the comments below. And don't forget, this is important. Listen close. Adventure. Excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution. This is Stooge Club!